Have you ever met a woman who seemed totally into you one minute, only to go ice cold the next? Maybe you thought there were definite sparks, but then she ghosted you out of nowhere, leaving you dumbfounded and crushed. If you've experienced this soul-crushing disappointment, you're not alone. The sad truth is, most guys completely miss the vital clues that show if a woman is genuinely interested or just stringing them along. But what if I told you there's a way to crack the secret code of female attraction? A set of subtle yet powerful signs that reveal exactly how she feels, even if she's too shy or plays too coy to admit it. Pay close attention, because by the end of this video, you'll know the insider secrets to separating the keepers from the game players. You'll never again have to resign yourself to the friend zone or suffer the sting of surprise rejection. The first telltale sign she's into you? Body language preening. We're not just talking about adjusting her clothes or hair. That's minor and could mean anything. True preening involves very specific unconscious self-grooming behaviors like straightening her posture, running fingers through her hair, fidgeting with jewelry, or smoothing imaginary wrinkles on her outfit. It's her subconscious way of saying, "Look at me, I want your attention." Like a mating dance in the Wild Kingdom, preening signifies one thing and one thing only. She's interested in broadcasting her availability. These aren't conscious acts, which is what makes them so powerful. She's not trying to impress you. Her body is instinctively attempting to attract your interest. Next up is the lingering touch. Maybe you go for a standard friendly hug hello, but as you're pulling away, her hands graze down your back just a beat too long. Or perhaps you're chatting together in a group when she rests her hand on your forearm for an extended moment while making a point. These seemingly incidental moments of physical contact are actually highly calculated moves in her seduction playbook. She's using touch as a secret code to convey, "I crave your nearness. I want to be intimate." It's her subtle way of testing the waters, pushing the boundaries of platonic friendship towards something more. The big giveaway is if she's being extra handsy with you, but not behaving that way with any of her other friends. That means you're being specially singled out for her touchy affections. Here's another sly sign of crushing. She remembers minor, irrelevant details about your life. Does she bring up that job interview you mentioned in passing like 3 weeks ago? Or ask how your intramural basketball game went last Saturday, even though you only talked about it briefly? If a woman is filing away the small, insignificant stuff about you, it means one thing. She hangs on your every word because she can't get enough of you. She's laser-focused on learning everything she can about your experiences, your interests, your passions. Committing these minor details to memory is her subconscious way of becoming a part of your life, of matching to you. Storing this trivia about you is how she nurtures her budding attraction and hopes you'll notice her paying extraordinarily close attention. Then there's the painfully awkward yet adorable eye dart. You're chatting away or working on something, when you suddenly notice her sneaking a glance at you before whipping her head away at the last second, like she's been caught misbehaving. This brief moment of attempted eye contact, followed by visible embarrassment in the form of a suppressed smile or blush, is actually a silent romantic monologue. It wordlessly confesses, "I think you're cute and attractive, and I'm self-conscious about getting caught looking at you." Far from being incidental, an eye dart is a sneak peek into her true feelings that she can't quite keep contained. No matter how much she might try to play it cool, this unpremeditated flirting gives away her inner pining. But maybe the loudest, most blatant signal of her romantic interest is when she goes out of her way to mention being single and available. Perhaps she'll lament about her terrible luck on dating apps, or moan that all her friends have partners while she's the last, forever bridesmaid. These aren't just random, offhand comments. They're deliberate broadcasts painting her as an eligible bachelorette in need of a suitor. By drawing overt attention to her uncoupled status and feigned frustration about it, she's basically stuffing your inbox with a gigantic memo stamped, "Wants TO be attached." While she may pretend it's all casual venting, make no mistake, these remarks are carefully calculated bait, planted to reel you in for a nibble. After all, By highlighting her loneliness, she's also subtly highlighting her availability for you. Of course, sometimes her blazing interest in you is so powerful and unrefined that she simply can't keep her cool at all. Like when she responds to even your dumbest jokes or lamest puns, not just with a polite courtesy chuckle, but with a deep belly laugh and convulsive giggling fit. An excess of hearty laughter at your subpar humor is the hallmark of a woman in the throes of a massive crush. No matter how groan-worthy your attempt at wit, her body's authentic reaction gives the game away. She's so enthralled by your mere presence that anything you do becomes hysterical through the hyper-positive filter of her smitten infatuation. Your dumb jokes are funny because you're the one telling them. Pure human truth serum in the form of uncontrollable laughter. Finally, watch closely for mirroring. The chameleon-like and utterly subconscious mimicking of each other's gestures, posture, vocal tone, stance, and even speech patterns. It's an instinctive way for two people's minds and bodies to sync up on the most primal level. When she starts subtly aping your behaviors, from the way you hold your coffee mug to the modified slang you use with your friends, it means she's forming an exceptionally deep bond with you. Not only is she subconsciously mirroring you to establish emotional rapport, she's doing it without conscious awareness. A bona fide involuntary tell that she's entangled in your orbit. By converging your personalities and physicalities this seamlessly, she's achieving a profound intimacy that transcends the verbal. You've quite literally gotten under her skin. So there you have it, the subtle signs she's hopelessly hot for you, even if she hasn't mustered the courage or self-awareness to admit it out loud yet. From subconscious preening to mirroring your mannerisms, vocal cadence, and physical idiosyncrasies. These are the secret codes her body language uses to telegraph intense, uncontainable attraction. The harsh reality is, most guys remain oblivious to these vital clues. They stumble through interactions half blindfolded, only to complain about the friend zone, or make lame excuses when things don't work out romantically. She just wasn't into me. Wasn't feeling it. They'll rationalize, hopelessly unaware that the woman in question was practically tattooing blazing neon signs of her fiery interest on her forehead through suggestive glances, physical touching, and recall of the most trivial personal details. Don't be one of those disappointing sad sacks. Avoiding heartbreak, frustration, and deep regrets in the dating game is as simple as learning to decode this cryptic language of desire. When you can interpret a woman's loaded looks, casual but calculated caresses, and genuine interest in the most mundane elements of your life, you'll operate with X-ray vision into the true depths of her feelings. With these psychological keys illuminating her inner fire, you'll never again have to torture yourself overanalyzing a woman's mixed signals or behavior. Her subtle cues will be as clear as smoke signals, allowing you to bypass the crippling guesswork and self-doubt that wrecks most guys' confidence and romantic success rates. Suddenly, you'll know exactly where you stand, free to confidently pursue incredible connections or redirect your passionate efforts when the real interest just isn't there from the jump. Best of all, you'll wield this superpower of discernment while operating totally below her conscious radar. She'll remain blissfully unaware of how easily you're reading her intimate attraction indicators. To her starry-eyed gaze, it will seem like some sort of incredible intuition or intense soulful connection, only further fanning the flames of her burning ardor. She'll be unable to resist a man who can so exquisitely attune to her unspoken desires, buried yearnings, and vulnerable needs. So pay attention, study these signs, and apply them diligently in the real world. Because the sooner you master this secret body language code, the sooner your dating doldrums, frustrations, and self-doubts will be ancient history. Attracting and sustaining extraordinary romance in your life won't just be possible, it will be inevitable. With this X-ray vision into the subtle art of feminine seduction, you'll operate light years ahead of your competition. Those other hapless gentlemen will never even see you coming as you deftly navigate the dating waters, effortlessly discerning the playas from the keepers before they even open their mouths. Why spin your wheels chasing disinterested time wasters when you could be investing your effort only in those select women who have already subconsciously decided they want you? Your newfound superpower will allow you to cut through the games, deflect mixed messages, and bypass the friend-zone force field to rapid-fire manifest extraordinary connections with high-caliber romantic partners. No more wasting months or years fruitlessly pining after someone whose body language clearly signaled, "not interested," from the jump. You'll be able to get in front of that soul suck before it even starts. Conversely, you'll have the confidence to escalate situations when her unconscious signals are literally begging you to make a move. No guesswork, no uncertainty, just instinctive decision-making rooted in primal truth. Better yet, you'll apply these skills without ever coming across like a ruthless player or smug pickup hustler. Remember, she'll remain totally oblivious to the fact that you're fluent in her flirting body language. As far as she's concerned, you're simply a modern man exquisitely attuned to the opposite sex's true desires and vulnerabilities. She'll swoon even harder for your seemingly magical intuition. And in those cases where her seductive subconscious green lights you, but her conscious mind throws up red flags of hesitation, you've got the skills to push past that last wall of resistance by continuing to notice, appreciate, and reciprocate her unconscious signs of interest, gently reflecting her unspoken ardor back to her. You'll allow those instinctual yearnings to overwhelm her remaining reservations until she's melting in your arms. This is the powerful wisdom you've been desperately seeking, my friend. By learning this secret code of unspoken intimacy, you'll forevermore be operating from a profound position of certainty and self-assurance around romantic opportunities. Every smile, every lingering glance or touch, every seemingly inane comments about her dating life will take on new significance as you discern the hunger burning beneath. No more stumbling in the dark chasing false leads. No more embarrassing rejections out of nowhere despite believing real chemistry was brewing. With this ability to intuit a woman's unconscious passion that she herself may not even be fully conscious of yet, you'll be the saucier dancing flames of desire into an unquenchable fire before she even realizes it's happening. So keep watching, keep studying, and most importantly, keep implementing in the field. Let these insights be the key that finally unlocks the door to the epic romantic connections you desire and deserve. The power to spark profoundly transcendent intimacy with desirable partners is finally in your grasp. Leverage it wisely, and that deeply enriching love you crave will be yours at last.